All right, here we go. In this one, do you have any opposite coefficients on the variables? No. So how do you get those?
You must subtract.
You're gonna multiply 5.
Okay.
Yeah, you must
Hey, here we go. Which variable do we want to eliminate?
The M.
The M.
Okay.
Then you
Either
take the
one,
point outside.
listen, y'all. Either one would be okay. Okay. It doesn't matter which variable you want to eliminate in this problem. Either one's okay. Okay. But we said M. So what you end up doing is you multiply the top equation by the coefficient on the bottom equations, M. So 5.
We already did this.
This exact problem?
Yeah, no,
No.
yeah.
No.
we did.
But either way, we're going to do this really quickly. Okay, we're going to go through the process. In the bottom, I'll multiply by -3 so that this becomes a -15M, and it'll cancel out with the top. So 15M plus 20N
That's 65, negative 65.
equals -65.
How do you get 20 and negative 65?
5 times 4 is 20.
Ah,
5 times -13.
I'll be doing 4 plus 16.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I need y'all focusing on what I'm saying, not on what each other's saying. Okay, and if somebody asks a question, let me try to answer them initially. Okay. On the bottom one, we're going to distribute that -3, so we get -15M
Plus,
minus 18N
plus,
equals
8.
57. -3 times -19. Okay. So now I've got opposite coefficients on the M.
and it's gonna cancel out.
So I will add, the M's will cancel out. 20 minus 18 is 2. And -65 plus 57 is a -8.
And then I got this part. So you divide both of them by the 2 n.
Not by the 2N, but by the 2.
Yeah, by the 2.
So N is -4.
N equals -4.
Good job. Okay, so, and hey, y'all, I'm noticing still that a lot of people like to stop right here. And that's not the place to stop at. Okay, I need to take the -4 and I need to plug it in over here. It doesn't matter, so I'll just plug in that bottom one. So 5M plus 6 times -4 equals -19. So all I did was plug the -4 into this bottom equation where N is. So 5M minus 24 equals -19. Okay. You see what it was doing? No? You don't know?
Okay, so what do you get? When you get that, you got on top of the end, you plug the 4.
Okay. Hey, y'all, listen. What you've done here is you took this -4 and you plug it into one of these two equations for N. So go back to your original ones. Okay. So I chose the second one. I could have chosen the first. Now, you can choose either one of these red equations is fine. The numbers just get a lot bigger because you've multiplied by a number already. So I would just go back to one of our two original ones. Go from there. So the next step here, add 24 to both sides. So 5M equals 5. So what does M equal? Yep, because I got to divide both sides by 5. So my solution is 1, -4.
So when you say if I would have first problem. Hey, you know what? Hey, I can do without the sign and stuff, man.
If you'd have chosen the first equation,
Like
4 times -4 would be -16.
so you would have still got the same answer.
You'd have added it over here to the -13 and gotten 3. So you'd have 3M equals 3, so M equals 1. So either way, it still works. Okay. Questions on that one? Okay, this problem, here's an issue with this one. This one is set up to do substitution, but they want you to do elimination with it.
Is that a V or a Y?
That is a Y. Sorry, when I subtracted or erased something a while ago, I got the bottom of it. That didn't make it any better. Oh well. All right. So the first thing you got to do when you got a problem like this is you need to get it in this form that the second equation's in. Because I need the x's to line up and the y's to line up. So what I'm going to do is add x here and over here to move it to the left. Okay. So I now have x plus y equals 4. And I still have 3x plus y equals 6. I added the x to this side, to the left, so that it would be in the same position as the x in the second equation.
Is X one, I mean, Y one?
I'm still confused.
Why do you have to do those steps like this?
You have to do it mathematically, though. That's the issue. So it's just showing you we are doing it the mathematical rules. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do the other, kind of in the equation, so moving stuff around. Okay. Victor, you got it? Okay, that's not going to be helpful, but okay. All right. So now we can look at a couple different things here. The y's have the exact same coefficient. They're both positive. So what I'm going to do is multiply the top one by a -1, so they'll be opposite coefficients. So now I have a negative x minus y equals -4. And then the bottom one can stay the same. Okay, and now that I've got opposite coefficients on the y, I can add my two equations together, and that will eliminate the y. So that'll give me 2x equals 2. So x equals 1. Because negative x plus 3x is 2x. Negative y plus y is canceled out. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. Okay. So now that I've got the x, I'm going to take it back to my original equation right here.
Oh my God, no, you use that. Right.
Mostly because the first one is easier, because y is already by itself, and I just do 4 minus 1 equals 3. So y is equal to 3. If I would have plugged it in here, I would have had to say 3 times 1 plus y equals 6, and then subtracted the 3 from both sides, and I've gotten y equals 3 also. So either way works. My solution now is 1, 3.
Okay, we got one more and then.
Yep. All right.
I got the wrong one.
You don't have to. There's not hardly any work that goes into this one. Okay. Hey y'all, look at this one real fast and tell me what you notice about it. What do you notice about these two numbers and these two numbers? They're both opposites, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if I add these together, I get 0 there. I get 0 there,
And 3.
and I get 9 here.
Oh.
Okay? 0 plus 0 is 0, which does not equal 9.
No.
That is a false statement, so it's no solution. If it would have said 0 equals 0, 0 equals 0, that would be all real numbers because all of it worked. Now, if it had said y equals 0, then that's a solution because y can equal 0. That's just a regular number. Okay, so there's where we are. So if you cancel out both of your variables, but your other side has a number, then you have no solution. All right, questions?
No.